If Erica goes home, the girl who I'm falling in love with is gone. That's how I'm looking at it.
Hey guys, welcome back to Shkrets, where we dig into the real, raw, and sometimes uncomfortable truths, but always with a constructive twist. Today's episode is called When the Spicy Latina is Too Hot, and we're diving into the fiery drama between Safaree and Erica Mena. Now, this isn't just another reality TV fight. There are kids involved and things are getting really messy. So, let's start from the top and break down exactly how things got here, because this drama didn't happen overnight. In June 2023, Safaree actually went to court to ask for his child support payments to be reduced. Why? Well, he says his finances have taken a hit since his 2022 divorce. Back then, he was paying over $4,000 a month based on his income of $61,000 a month. But now, with no full-time spot on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Safaree says he's struggling. And here's where it gets interesting. His legal team argued that Erica's constant public posts calling him a deadbeat dad were actually hurting his career. They claimed she wrecked his reputation with her online disparagement campaign. And because of that, his mostly female fan base started to disappear. But that's not all. Safaree also said he's had the kids more than the court-ordered 12 days a month, claiming he's been there for weeks at a time. And get this, he even asked the court to make Erica pay his legal fees because of her increased earnings. Now, Erica wasn't about to let that slide. Nope, she clapped back hard. She posted a color-coded calendar showing that Safaree only saw their kids 16 times the whole year. Let's be real, that's not parenting, and people online were not having it. One person even commented, out of 365 days, you can only manage 16? That's not fatherhood, that's a vacation. Erica went in, accusing Safaree of leaking court documents for attention and trying to manipulate the situation. She made it clear that Safaree wasn't nearly as involved in their kids' lives as he was claiming. And let's be real here, when you're out there flaunting money and lifestyle on Instagram, but not showing up for your kids, it's not a good look. Safaree can try to justify it, but the calendar doesn't lie. And then the drama took an even darker turn. Safaree dropped CCTV footage claiming Erica was physically abusive in front of their kids. The footage reportedly shows Erica hitting him, using a ladder to try and break into his house at 4 a.m. and banging on his windows. Safaree even said their kids were running over broken glass during one of these chaotic episodes. To make matters worse, he claimed Erica sent naked pictures of him to his mother and sister just out of spite. I mean, wow! In Safaree's own words, I love my kids, but it's gotten to the point where I have to put myself first, or I'll end up in jail, or worse. He described Erica's behavior as unpredictable and dangerous and said he refuses to pick up the kids from her house, unless it's at a police precinct or neutral location. Now, Safaree wasn't going to let the deadbeat dad narrative go unchallenged. He said, "This isn't about TV or any of that. This is real life because kids are involved. This whole deadbeat narrative is jarring, but I'm good at brushing things off." He talked about the emotional toll this custody battle has had on him, even sharing how depressed he felt seeing his kids in his small condo after the divorce. That's when he decided to buy a house specifically for them, saying, "I got this house for my kids. Seeing them here, running around, is the best feeling." But Safaree admitted he ignored a lot of red flags with Erica.
I kind of just looked past certain things and thought that, maybe I could help and make things better. But when you aren't with somebody and it doesn't work out, and the two of you are just like in a weird space and everything is a fight, especially in front of the kids, like, I'm not gonna subject myself to that. My kids have never, ever seen me upset. My kids have never heard me yell.
You're ready, I'm gonna call the cops on you. You're dead to me. Yeah, you are too. You've been dead. You're gonna leave me more than I need you. No. I'm gonna leave you before I need you. Remember that. Nice flow, Linda. Yeah, go ahead. You too, bitch. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because your other two kids are gonna be miserable just like you. Oh, fuck all of y'all. Go ahead. Jerk off. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. All because of you. All because of you. All because of you.
I don't argue, that's just not in me. But, you know, on the other hand, the other side, they don't operate or think the way I do.
He even remembered a moment when Erica's own son said, "If I had to live with my mother, I'd kill myself."
You know, when you have children with somebody who, at the end of the day, it shouldn't even have happened, because I should have just noticed certain things when it came to parenting. You know, when you're with someone for 3 years and they have a child, and you probably saw the child 3 to 4 times because the child was put off to go live with somebody else. And, you know, you kind of look past it when you don't have kids or you're not thinking about that. I never even was like, yo, why doesn't your son live here? And then when you finally get to have a conversation with the son and find out why, it's crazy. You know, imagine speaking to a child who's of age and knows what's going on. He's 16 years old. And he says, if I ever had to live with my mother, I would kill myself.
Imagine hearing that from a child. It's rough. And, as always, Erica wasted no time firing back at Safaree after he released the footage. She took to Instagram saying she's got her own receipts, home videos from May, where Safaree was begging to get into her house and asking her to take him back. She didn't hold back, saying, "All my home footages alone just in May of you trying to get into my house will shut down everything you just tried to put out on me." She even hinted that if he wanted to take it there, she could expose more. Now, you already know the internet had something to say about this. Many people were not buying Erica's attempt to flip the narrative. One of the top comments said, "What does him begging you to take him back have to do with your erratic behavior in front of your kids?" Others pointed out that Safaree's plea for his family didn't justify Erica's physical aggression. Another user hit the nail on the head with, him begging for his family in front of the kids versus you hitting him in front of the kids, you lose. Of course, Erica had some support too, but a lot of folks were calling out the hypocrisy. One commenter summed it up perfectly. "This is why you gotta be careful who you choose to procreate with." So, here's my take. Safaree, like a lot of men, was probably blinded by Erica's beauty and her fiery, spicy Latina vibe. Let's be real, he was hooked on her real long hair, no extensions, and that intense energy. But, men, listen, you've got to make better choices too. Safaree didn't marry Erica because she was peaceful or nurturing. He married her because he was enamored by her looks, and that's where he messed up. The red flags were there all along. I mean, her own son said he didn't want to live with her. That's not something you ignore. But Safaree did, and now he's paying for it. He let lust drive his decisions, and now he's stuck in the consequences. The consequences of ignoring red flags. In the end, Safaree is dealing with the consequences of prioritizing looks and passion over stability and emotional maturity. There are so many peaceful, loving women out there who would have been better for him. But he chose the fire, and now he's dealing with the flames. Like he said himself, when you have children with someone, maybe it shouldn't have even happened. And that's the hard truth. This whole situation is especially unfair to the kids. They're caught in the middle of all this toxic drama. Safaree's decision to only see them in neutral, safe spaces really shows just how bad things have gotten. We'd all love to see them resolve this for the sake of their children, but let's be real. This back and forth isn't over yet. So, what do you think? Should Safaree be held accountable for ignoring the red flags, or is Erica's behavior something no one could handle? Let me know in the comments below, and if you haven't yet, subscribe if you like my vibe. Until next time, remember, some secrets just aren't worth spilling unless it's right here on Shkrets. Until next time, bye.